CPU Galaxy.
Welcome to the CPU Galaxy channel, and today with the restoration video of a vintage desk calculator from the 70s. Yeah, I found this piece on the garbage and thought it might deserve to give it a second life. We are talking here about the Canon Canola L1000. It's not that much fancy or rare, but nevertheless I like those old calculators. Yeah, this one comes up with basic math functions: plus, minus, multiply and divide. Here a switch to limit the decimal places to 0, 2 or floating. Yeah, the keyboard feels very nice and solid as usual for things from the 70s. Yeah, this calculator has no battery inside and needs to get connected with this power cord at 220 volt AC. So this thing was supposed to have a fixed place on your office place back in the times. Yeah, on the back side we can see here again this nice plate with some screws mounted. Canon Canola L1000, 220 volts AC and the power consumption of 3.5 watts. There's still the plastic on this plate, very nice. Here we have a sticker with a warranty mark. So we can see here somebody bought it on the 15th of November 1974, and it shows up here with 12 months of warranty. So very nice that we have here actually the date of the purchasing date. Yeah. So obviously we can see here the surface of the plastic is seems to be a bit more the original one, grayish, and on the sides and on the top we can see it's much more yellow already. So I will definitely disassemble this calculator and to try a retro brightening on the plastic to get it back into its original color. Yeah, then let's disassemble this calculator to have a closer look to the technique inside. So, wow, very nice. So, what we can see here already is the unique style of PCB design from the 70s. Wow, very nice and actually in quite good condition. Yeah, then let's have a closer look what we can see here in detail inside. Yeah, here we have our power cord, the main switch, a small transformer, I think underneath here maybe a small rectifier and some caps. Here we have our nice display. It's actually a kind of VFD display. I'm not sure if it's really a real VFD, but we can see here a grid underneath, some phosphor which will light up at the end. But actually it's a very nice kind of display. I never saw before yet. Seems to have a white ceramic substrate underneath and it's plugged into this blue socket here. Very nice. So later on I will try to remove it that we can have a closer look also on the back side. Here to my surprise not much of electronics. We have here this one IC from Texas Instruments TMS 0127NC, and actually with the production date of the 43rd calendar week of 1973, so it's quite early of the 70s. Yeah, in the 60s they still needed to use tons of TTL chips to build up a calculator. Until in the beginning of the 70s everything changed with better integration of logic on single devices and the invention of the first microprocessor in 1971. So we can see here already in 1973 a single chip solution for basic calculations. Yeah, here are some resistors and some capacitors, and those ones I guess are the driver ICs for the display here. And here we can see a quite interesting ribbon cable which is leading here to our keyboard. So all in all, not many parts, and yeah, I will remove everything here to get the case also ready for cleaning and retro brightening. Yeah, so after disassembling we have now the whole board outside, and actually the whole electronics looks not so bad. There is no dust inside, nothing, so no need for me to clean this up. The only thing I'm going to maintain here is changing the capacitors, the electrolytic capacitors on this board. So after 47 years, I guess these capacitors will not have its original values anymore, but nothing more should be done here. Also the keyboard is actually in very nice shape, no dust, no dirt, nothing. The plastic of the pads are of course also a bit yellow, but I think I will keep them as they are and will not do a retro brightening here. For the display I found out it's actually not a real VFD display. This is a display made by Hitachi H1813B, and on a nice website I found some useful information. So because everybody is collecting anything from the website vintage electronic calculators called Coliseum, and there was written for this display, so this type of display is called a Panaplex display, developed in the early 70s. And this display is generically referred to as a gas discharge or gas plasma display. Uses the same technology as later plasma video displays, but began life as 7-segment displays for use in electronic calculator machines. So very interesting technology, and yeah, a quite nice piece of history also. Yeah, and here we have a nice case. Inside you can see here really nice this gray original color, and over the years the UV light was changing it to this vintage yellow color. Yeah, some people they do like this yellow vintage color. Also for me, I'm not sure what I like more, but I want to give it a try. How this retro brightening is working. I saw already many videos in the internet. There are different solutions. I will go for this kind of 12% hair bleaching gel. I ordered this on the internet, and yeah, so I will apply this on the surface, put it in some plastic and leave it for some hours outside in the sun, and I'm actually very curious of the result. We still have to remove the aluminum plate, which has still its original protective plastic on it. And with a sharp carpet cutter blade, I'm removing carefully the warranty sticker, which I will put back on later. Yeah, actually this is my first try of retro brightening something. I will try to do it as I had seen it in several videos. Applying the gel with the brush and covering the whole surface. Putting everything into a transparent plastic bag at the end to avoid that the gel is drying up, and waiting for some hours or days. So, after baking the whole stuff for 2 days in the sun and the intensive cleaning with water, we can see now a clear change of the color. The yellow retro style is gone, and we got the original color of the case back. Yeah, I'm not fully happy with the result, because we can see here some spots which are a bit brighter. Yeah, so something definitely happened here. Too much of bleaching gel, or too much sun, or too long in the sun. I don't know what the cause of this was. But for my first try of retro brightening, it's not that bad. Yeah, then let's reassemble the whole thing here. Yeah, and this satisfying feeling to peel off the protecting plastic from this type plate, which looks now better than new. The warranty sticker I'm fixing with some double-sided tape. Yeah, after assembling the whole thing, yeah, it doesn't look that bad, but as I said, I'm not so happy with these spots here we can see, but nevertheless, it looks nice. Then let's try to switch it on, and yes, it's nicely working. Let me dim a little bit the light here, that you can nicely see the plasma gas display. Looks very nice. So let's try to, so 2 multiply 2, yeah. It's nicely calculating also. Basically, I like this kind of old displays from the 70s. Looks very nice. They're not so nice as a Nixie tube display, but nevertheless, it's fully retro. Yeah, at the end we got here a very nice 46 years old calculator in quite good condition. I think it will last for another 50 years until the capacitors need to get changed, but this old stuff is, from my point of view, extremely reliable. Yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think about, was it a good idea to make this retro brightening, or would it have been better to keep its yellowish original retro color? Please subscribe my channel if you liked the video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.